channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Lisa. You'll get to know me as being a weirdo, so just gonna have to get used to that. So you've clicked this video because you either want a tattoo or you want a piercing, and you've got a place in mind, but you're thinking, is that gonna hurt? So I'm here to shed some light on that. So I have numerous piercings, numerous tattoos in numerous places. So let's get into the pain scales, what I thought it was going to be like. Now I need to tell you guys that I am a puff when it comes to pain. Oh god, I don't even like plucking my eyebrows. That kills me. That is so painful. Hence why I've started waxing them. Just one quick and it's done. So before I get distracted, let's start with the piercings. Okay, so I have about 6 piercings. So let's start with the more generic piercings. So I don't have any earrings in right now, but I have my ears done twice. So one, if you could probably see the holes, one there, one there. Okay, so I had the ones done at the bottom professionally, and the one above it I did it by myself with a safety pin. Safety first. So the one with the bottom was with a gun. This was when I was about, I'd say, 9. So I had my ears pierced a few times when I was a kid, but they always sort of went funky and I had to take them out. So this with a gun on the bottom. If you haven't had your ears pierced, you're thinking about having it done, it's really not too painful. It's just a sharp, that kind of, it's a very sharp feeling. It's over with a matter of seconds. It's not nothing to worry about at all. Babies have it done, you'll be absolutely fine. So out of 10, I would give the bottom one, I'd say a 3 out of 10. And healing process, everybody's different, but for me it took about 5 weeks to heal. I think 5 or 6 weeks to heal. I had a lot of issues with it, so it's going to be different for everybody. The pain wise for healing, it hurt for about 2 weeks. I told you I'm a wuss. Okay, so the topper one here that I did by myself, that didn't hurt as much. I'm not condoning doing it at home, but I had ice cubes on both sides of my lobes. I couldn't feel a thing. My ear was so numb I couldn't feel it. So I'm going to give that a 0 out of 10, because I've also done it to my friends and they was fine. I did about 2 of my friends as well, but that one was nothing at all. If it's to do with the feeling of it going higher up the lobe, there's no difference. It's no difference whatsoever. Okay, so next I have had, I've got makeup there. What? How? Get off. I had this one done. I had that done with a gun, which they don't do that with a gun anymore. They do it with a normal like needle. But I had it done with a gun at a beauty convention through college. I had it done with my friend. It cost, yeah, I'm going to try and do costs as well. So that's about £5 now, £5 or £10 for your lobe. The top of your ear, I think that cost me £15, but I think you can get it done for about £10 now. Pain wise, it was done with a gun, so it will be different with a needle. Pain wise, having it done was a, I can hear children, go away. It was about a 6 out of 10. It was a 6 out of 10. It hurt. It was a shock, and it really hurt for a while after as well. The pain didn't go away. The healing process was ridiculous for that one. That's got to be one of my worst healing processes. It took about, I'd say, 2 weeks before I was out of tremendous pain. I mean, that hurt me so much. I could feel the cartilage here is like cracked. I don't know, I don't think that's right, but yeah, it's cracked. So I think she's cracked it somehow, maybe using the gun to damage my ear. But yeah, that really hurt that, and I couldn't lay on that side at all for a long time. But now I'm in no pain whatsoever with it. It's absolutely fine. So the after bit, the after pain for 2-3 weeks for me, that was a killer. I used to cry myself to sleep. I give that a pain rating out of 10 for the after bit, around a 8. Yeah, so I wouldn't have that done ever again. Okay, right, moving on to another generic one is a belly button piercing. I don't think I could show you this. I can't really get up and show it you, shall I? Let me see. So, belly button piercing. Standard belly button piercing. This one didn't hurt at all. Now you're cocky, now you're wonky. There we go. Didn't hurt me having it done. I've had it done twice. I had it done when I was 15, I think. 15 or 16. It was before I went to Ibiza. So I thought people won't look at my belly and think I'm fat if I have a piercing. Stupid, I know. But yeah, that didn't hurt. They did, I think they put, I don't know, they numbed it. I don't think they numbed it. I had it done twice. It didn't hurt at all. I'd give that a 2 out of 10. I didn't feel it. And the whole healing process was absolutely fine. I thought it was going to be a ball ache because I have got rolls. So when I sit down, it kind of like, I know, it kind of, you know, engulfs it. But no, that didn't hurt at all. That was the best piercing I think I've ever had in my life. The first time didn't hurt, I had no problems whatsoever, but I went and bought some tacky jewellery from Meadow Hall in like a little cheap jewellery like a store, and I put it in and it had a dangly like little butterfly, you know, really tacky, really cheap. I put that in after about 2 months of it being healed, and then my belly button decided after a few weeks of having that in to kick it out, and it rejected it altogether, and my belly button fell off. The skin fell off. So I had it done again about a year later, and it was fine. I never bought the cheap jewellery with that. I constantly bought the more like the proper stuff, not the cheap stuff. And I've never had a dangly one again, just in case. So that was great. I give that, did I say a 2 out of 10? And the pain, the after bit, the healing, that didn't get any worse. So I'd say that's like a 0 out of 10, or it didn't hurt. It was amazing. And that cost me, I think that cost £20, but it's cheaper nowadays. I'm like 10 years older than when I had it done. Next, I had my tongue pierced. I had that done when I was 15. Yeah, I was 15. I had my belly button done when I was 16, sorry. It was 16 before I went to Ibiza. I went to Ibiza when I was 16. So I had my tongue done when I was 15. I was almost 16. I think it was in, got something in my eye, in August. In August, my birthday's in September. I went with my friend for that. My sister took me because we had no parents to go with us because we did it all sneaky. Yeah, we was big fans of 13, the movie, back then. So we went and had that done together. I was absolutely shitting my pants for that one. Oh, it was so scary. Just think how thick his tongue is to get through. It's like a big fat muscle, isn't it? So I was so scared, and I was so young, but I was like, I'm having it done, I don't care. So that one, she did numb it, I think. She put something in my mouth to numb it. As it went through, I'd give it a pain rating of a 4 out of 10. So it weren't too bad. For the healing and the whole process after, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Just because they have a larger ball when they put it in, and your tongue swells up. I couldn't talk. I had a lisp. I couldn't speak for a while. You can't eat. I had to live off soup and tuna. All I could get in. Didn't lose no weight, but you know, yeah, and it was just horrendous. I was crying. I couldn't do anything. Even drinking was hard for about a month and a half. It was difficult for me. The pain lasted about 3 weeks. So if you can bear it, if the needle's not so bad, that's fine. But if you can bear the after pain, then yeah, that's good for you. But it hurt me so much. My friend was fine. She had it done at the same time. Hers wasn't so bad. But my experience was, oh, it was difficult. I'll never have it done again. Next one, oh, it's my nose. I don't think I've got any more. I'll talk about piercings that I have took out as well. So next one is my nose. I've only had that done 3 days. So I went with my other sister. I've just found, well, about 2 years ago, I found, maybe a bit longer than that. My dad had kids, loads of kids, like, scattered. He did. Don't really know them. It's a bit of a dick. He only stuck around for me, but I think that's my mum made him. But yeah, I found her, and we were very much alike, and we thought we'd do a little bonding sister thing. So we went and had his nose done together because she wanted hers doing as well. Okay, so I was so scared because I'm older now. Things get scarier. So I thought, I want this done. I've always wanted it done. I had it done before, about 4 years ago, with a gun. The guy put an earring up my nose when he did it. The pain with the gun was about 3 out of 10, and it just kept popping out all the time. I picked the butterfly off because it was annoying me. I picked that off, but no, they don't do it with a gun anymore, so there's no point going into that. So they did it with a needle. I asked her for a ring just because of my issues with the stud before. It pops out, you can't, it stabs me on inside of my nose. I just didn't like it, I didn't get on with it. So I was scared. I says, please may I have numbing? She says, no point. She says, she's going to make it harder for me to get the needle through and just save yourself £3. I was like, oh my god, I'm not ready for this. Because I was prepared for the numbing. I was thinking, I'll be ready, it's not going to hurt. So I didn't have the numbing, and she made my sister go first, and I was so frightened. I was like, let me go first. But no, she made me wait. So I went in, I was frightened to death. I was holding onto the chair like a monkey. And yeah, she just did it, poked it straight through. And it was the most painful piercing I've ever experienced. It hurt so much. I couldn't keep my eyes open. I was like this. My teeth was like so jammed together. It was unbearable. It was so bad. And I've got something in my freaking eyeball. Don't look. It's disgusting. So it really hurt me. I didn't cry. I had a tear though. A little tear come out. What's in there? God, something in. Yeah, so that really hurt. And she put the little thing in. Now the after pain, straight away it hurt still, and it had like a throb into it, and it did hurt. I'm on day 3. It still doesn't hurt sitting here talking to you, but if I have to flare my nose like this, it hurts. To sneeze, it hurts. To cough, it hurts. To cry, it hurts, because my nose flares so much when I cry. So yeah, I'm on day 3. It hurts me. Not as much as any other piercing. The healing's pretty good. I'm just waiting for it to stop because I flare my nose an awful lot. So yeah, healing process time for right now, it is about a 2 out of 10. So it's not so bad. Okay, past piercings that I've had, I have had my lip pierced here. That didn't hurt when she did it. It was a little bit sharp. I'd give that a 3 or 4 out of 10. It wasn't too bad. I expected it to be worse because it's quite thick. Now, I took it out after 4 days because my teeth kept tugging on the inside of it. I've got like weird bottom teeth. I don't even like looking at them, so don't look at them. Yeah, and it kept catching on it, and then I had bruising, and I had bruising all the way down my chin, and it was so painful. I just couldn't eat because my teeth kept catching on. I couldn't talk. It was annoying me. I was thinking, I can't do this forever. This is not for me. So I had to take that out. So I took that out after 3 days, and I felt so relieved by taking it out. It was just a beautiful feeling that I was glad. I didn't think, oh fuck, I've wasted my money, I've wasted my time. I thought, thank God that's out, I'm never doing it again. So everybody's different. Everybody's got different teeth and different like thresholds of pain, but for me that was not my kind of piercing. The after pain was quite intense for me. I don't know if it got infected or anything, but yeah, I had to take it out. So I'd say that's a 9 out of 10 for the healing process. I didn't like it. How'd it come? What else have I done? I think that's it. It was just my nose when I had that done with the gun. So they're all my piercings. So least painful is belly button. Most painful is nose. Least painful process time and all that, I'd say again, is my belly button. Most painful process time is probably either my top of my ear or my tongue, or the lip one. So if this has helped some of you decide whether you're going to have a piercing, then I'm glad. I love piercings. I'm done with them now. I've had everything done that I wanted to have done. I'd never have anything else done. My list's complete. I don't see the point in keep going when it's something I don't want to do. Always wanted to have my tongue done, my nose done, and obviously what I've got in my ears and my belly button, and I'm done. There'll be a point when I want to take them out when I'm older. Maybe I'll keep them forever. But yeah, that's it. I'm done in my piercing journey. So tattoos. Okay, I have quite a few, and I'm going to try and talk quick. All the process time for tattoos are basically the same for me. They just hurt for about 2 days after, a little bit tender after that, but that's it. Process time is nothing. That's why I prefer tattoos, because they don't hurt for very much longer after they're done. Okay. So I'm going to just work my way up. So this is a little bow I got. It's real tiny. It's like on my little bone. It is literally on a bone there, but I'm fat, so it's harder to tell. But there is a bone right there. I had that done with my friend. I can't remember how old I was. I think I was 17, 18. I can't remember. I'm sure 18. We had that done together. That cost me £15 for that tiny one. Pain was just a little bit, it's a bit nippy, a bit pinchy. I don't find tattoos that painful. I don't. But this one I'd say went very easy. I'd say that were a 2 out of 10. It didn't hurt that much. When it hit the bone, it come a bit keen, so I'd give that a 3 out of 10. Next one, I've got my boyfriend's name. You're going to laugh at me. But I got his name there in Skeggy, or £10. We both got each other's name. You're all going to be like, you idiot. But it was something we did in the moment. We have been together 8 years. If we break up, then we break up. There is such things as cover-ups or laser removal. So you live once, do what you gotta do. That one didn't hurt because I don't know. I used to draw on that piece of skin at school. I just don't think that hurt at all. Say 2 out of 10 again. Maybe 3. As it went further towards my thumb, like the little love art there, it got a bit painful, a little bit tender. But nothing to put me off having another one on my hand. I don't want no more on my hands because, no. But yeah, it didn't hurt. If you're having one on your hand, it's not as bad as you think. It's because the skin's a little bit thinner. It might come a bit keen, but it's nothing to worry about. Next one, I have this little one here, a little flower. So girly and dainty, right? I had this done when I had my nose pierced in Skeggy. When I had it done with the gun, I had it done like one after the other. This one, he was a bit heavy-handed. He was like digging in a bit and it was bleeding an awful lot. I give that 4 out of 10. I don't know why, that felt a little bit more tender than the inside, a bit more chubby there on that part here. So this bit's a little bit thinner skin, so I'd give that a bit of a higher number. Yeah, but still nothing to worry about, not too painful. The next, I'm going upwards, so I have these 2 on my wrists. It's hard to show you. My camera died, so I'm so sorry. So I was talking about these 2. So if you put them together, it says stay strong. I like this because, well, I liked it. It was on a celebrity. It's on Demi Lovato. When I seen her have it, I thought that's a really good message, especially for me. I have issues with, I think I've told you before, but I had issues with self-harming, and it's on the right areas for me to see and think, yes, stay strong. That's how I had it done. I don't really need to explain. You kind of get it, right? But yeah, they are the newest ones I had. I had them about a year, maybe 2 years ago. I think it was a year. And on your wrists, people think it's more painful. For me, I don't know, because I have self-harmed before. This is just a little, I'm sorry if this is disgusting and gross. Turn off now for about just a minute, just 1 minute. If it's just something you don't want to listen to, that's fine, I understand. Everybody's different. But because I did it, I've had a lot of experience of that sort of pain in that area, so it didn't really bother me that much. At first it was a bit hard to get used to, it just felt a bit warm, a little bit sharp, but after a while it's one of them things you just forget is happening. It was fine. I love it, I love it, it's my favourite tattoo. This one looks a bit faded because I did a little makeup test earlier on it. Okay, next one, you can switch back on now guys, I've done talking about it. Next one, I have one on my foot now. How am I going to show you this? Ah, it's right there. It's stars and it's got mum in it. We went to Blackpool for the day and she says, what do you want for your birthday? I says, I want mine a tattoo, but I want your name incorporated into it. Well, mum, because she's my mum. Because I don't like it when people die and then they have a tattoo, mum or dad or brother. It shouldn't have to take them dying for you to realise how important they are. So I wanted to show her how much I appreciated her, and that's also a good memory of our day together. On the foot, he was a bit of a pervert, so it put me off. He was being a bit weird with me. But on my foot, that was the most painful. Not too intense. That was about a 6 out of 10. Yeah, 6 out of 10. It wasn't so bad. Yeah, that's that one. not too bad. You always make out it's worse in your head than when it's happening, so don't worry too much. It's not like agonising, crying, getting up, I need to go pain. It's just a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, so moving on. I have one on the back of my neck. If you can see. Can you see? Here, like a butterfly in a heart, you see? Okay. That one hurt me because every time it got up here near my ear, I had like a twitch in my face. My face was going like a weird twitchy. Now, that hurt. I don't know why it hurts me on my back more. So I'd give that one a 7 out of 10. That was my most, well, besides my foot, I say that's a tiny bit more painful than my foot because it was giving me weird like nerve feelings. Yeah, that hurt, especially when it got up to like the corners here, and it's like hardened skin, I think, on your back. That hurt me. But nothing to put me off. I'd have more on my back. It's not a problem. It doesn't make me go, oh my god, that hurts so bad, I'm not having any more. Let me see. Okay, I think I have one more. I think. So you're gonna laugh. When me and my boyfriend first got together, I think we was together 2 years, we went to Skeggy. Now there's these little shops that say names £10. We both really wanted a tattoo. This was way before I had this, by the way. So we both went to have each other's names. So we had that. This was here, and I had my skin condition was really bad at the time, and it didn't heal very well. It went all scabby and it's just disfigured it and it looks disgusting. So eventually, because now I'm clear of flakes, I'm going to have something to cover it up. So I've only got his name once. I don't need twice. Is it enough without it? So I want something to cover that one. The pain, because it was my very first tattoo. That's how much I love him. It were years and years ago. But he had the same. He has one here of my name, so I can't grumble. But yeah, I definitely want that covered up. Now that one, it hurt me because it's on my back again, but it didn't hurt as much as the one on the top of my neck. That hurt. The closer up to your head, I think it hurts more. So that one about 4.5 out of 10, so it didn't hurt too much. So for me, my most painful areas is my back, my neck especially, and my foot. It went so bad. It wasn't so bad. I think that's all I've got. Yeah, but I do want more. For future, I'm going to tell you this real quick before my battery dies again. I've decided on a bigger one, and now I wanted it on my fat leg, like at the top where all like the mank cellulite is, like on the side at the top, a big one. But everybody's saying you never get that part of your body out, so why don't you have it here? So just like at the top on this fat bit here, just at the top, not a full sleeve. And I'm going to have the theme Eternal Love. It's all to do with vampires and love. Now please don't judge me, don't laugh at me, but I have always loved vampires since I can remember. About 4 years old, I loved them. And I love the love stories in them. There's always like an eternal love theme in every single thing. So in Buffy, though Buffy an angel. Now I've got little quotes that just stayed with me. Quotes picked out from each one. So we have Buffy an angel, we have got the Vampire Diaries, so I've got Stefan and Elena because I prefer them than Damon. I don't ship that. So little love quotes from that, and obviously Twilight throughout the whole thing. So from the book I'm going to pick out some quotes, and also I'm going to have like little bats, you know, like in between, crosses, because I love it. I love all that stuff. Maybe some lips with some like little fangs, stuff like that. But it's going to be on this top portion of my arm. Obviously this is going to be a lot of money, and it's going to take freaking years to save up for it. It's just a dream right now. So that's going to be a future one. I love to design it because it's something different and it's something that I really love. I know it's corny and it's weird, but I am corny and weird, so you know, get over it. My mum actually don't mind. So that's going to be a future one. And my sister wants to do a different sister. I've got 5 sisters. One of my other sisters wants to do something together. I'm going to design something really small. I don't know where that's going yet. So that's it, that's my tattoos and piercings video. Sorry if it's dragged on a little bit too long, and I'm sorry it cut off in the middle, but I did my best to bring it back. So yes, when you go and get these things done, obviously make sure you're 100% ready, and it's something you definitely want. Talk to your parents about it if you are under 18, I don't know, for piercings, I don't know. I think you need a parent under 16, I'm not sure. So make sure you're ready, make sure it's something you definitely want, because a tattoo is with you for life unless you cover it up or you have some sort of laser removal. It's easier these days to get rid of things, but a big one especially, be very careful. Piercings, make sure you go to a very clean place. Don't just go anywhere, don't just let your friends do it. That's all I have to say. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit something different. Thank you for watching it. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, it means the world to me, and I will be with you again in the next video. Take care of yourself, guys. I love you. Bye.